Cipher Mining raising the 2022 hash rate forecast by basically half an exahash. The firm attributed the increased hash rate guidance to improve machine allocation from rig maker PrimeXBT. Bitcoin miner Cipher Mining increased its expectations for the total hash rate capacity for the remainder of the year by 0.5 exahash a second, according to a Tuesday filing with the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. In its annual earnings report for 2021, Cipher Mining had said it expected to deploy a total of 8.5 exahash a second, with 7.2 exahash a second going to its self-mining operations by the end of 2022. The miner now expects 9 exahash a second in total hash rate, 7.5 exahash a second of which will go towards its own mining operations. The increased hash rate is due to the improved machine allocation from PrimeXBT, according to the filing. The firm has contracts for 27,000 rigs with Bitmain and 60,000 rigs from PrimeXBT. CEO Tyler Page said in a Tuesday's analyst call. Cipher is, quote, having conversations, end quote, with virtually every mining rig manufacturer, including new entrants like Intel, Page said. At the same time, Cipher Mining reduced its expectations of power capacity. The firm expected to have 405 megawatts of total capacity by the end of 2022, 305 megawatts of which would go towards its self-mining operations, but now has updated its forecast to 345 megawatts, with 275 megawatts used for self-mining, the filing said. The filing shows that phase 2 of development for Cipher Mining's Bear and Chief facilities has been pushed back to 2023. However, the CEO said in Tuesday's call that the electricity capacity is more than enough to host machines scheduled for delivery throughout the year. The facilities could accommodate more mining rigs should the firm find opportunity to buy them at competitive pricing, he said. Cipher Mining closed its first loan to finance the purchase of equipment, it said earlier in May, securing $46.9 million US for its Alborz facility from BlockFi. The firm believes lenders are and will continue to, quote, be comfortable, end quote, with Cipher Mining's model, given its low costs, despite unfavorable market conditions, Page said. Given its current contracts, the firm anticipates its cost of electricity to be 2.7 cents per kilowatt hour and the cost of machines to be $45.01 per terahash, according to the filing. This is actually super important to keep note of right now. What are they currently purchasing, Bitcoin miners for, so you have an idea what you should be purchasing Bitcoin miners for. Now, obviously, as a home miner or even a smaller miner in general, you typically aren't going to get the premium price, but it's important to note that it's around $45 and a penny. And if you look at pretty much anything on the market right now for ASIC miners, it's way above that going to the individuals. And I'd advise you to basically start lowering your cost per terahash on Bitcoin miners when looking to purchase them. And I wouldn't, say that you're going to find $45 because you're probably going to, or per terahash, because you're probably going to be buying a lot less units. But if that's the strategy of the big guys, that's the strategy of the big guys. Also, obviously their power cost is insanely low. It's going to be really competitive in Bitcoin. The firm believes lenders are willing to continue to be comfortable with the model. We got past that part. The shares of Cipher were down about 22% on Tuesday, while mining peers have recovered from a brutal sell-off and are up anywhere between 4 to 5% on average. Meanwhile, Bitcoin finally caught some bid and rose above 31,000. It's at 31,000 right now. Last night I saw it go above, of course, 32,000. Ethereum right now is at 26.30 or 23.63 in price. So obviously that's going to hurt the Ethereum mining. Just once again, it's important to note from my perspective what they're paying for these particular rigs, and to take note when you're making your own purchases. $45 per terahash is what a large farm is paying for. Usually you don't get those numbers from larger firms, so it's kind of nice to see those numbers, unless of course you're like working with them directly, etc. So in a public article, garnering that information and seeing what their kind of cost basis is super enlightening in my humble opinion. So I was glad to see that. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. Pacific and 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. You can check out more clips here, or if you're interested in checking out the entire live show, you can check that out down here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.